Hi students, here are some reminders before we start our online class. Do not forget to write your solution on your notebook. Fill in the student information box of your notebook. And do not forget to leave a comment after watching our online class video. Thank you very much. Keep learning and be safe. It's the 6th week of our online class. Hello everyone. I hope you are safe. Again, I'm Teacher Darnie, and today we are going to have a continuation of our discussion about fraction. For the past weeks, we discussed already how to do addition and subtraction of fractions, as well as we already have multiplication of fractions. Today, we are going to continue using the operation of division. But before that, of course, our objectives for today is for you to be able to solve number problems in fractions involving division. And of course, do not forget to answer your worksheet number 12 and number 13. Okay, now let's have first our vocabulary for today. We have 4 words. The first word we have reciprocal. Again, reciprocal. Next, we have keep. Again, keep. Next, we have change. Again, change. Next, invert. Again, invert. So these words, we will be using this as we go along with our discussion for today. Now, let's discuss first what do you mean by reciprocal. Well, in mathematics, we have what we call reciprocals of fraction. What do you mean by that? It is actually simply defined as the inverse of a value or a number. Now, what do you mean by the word inverse, teacher? Let's have an example. 3/6. Inverting the numerator and the denominator will give us the reciprocal of this fraction. Again, when we say invert, we try to change its position. The numerator, we're going to use it as a denominator, and the denominator, we're going to use it as our numerator. So in this example, we can say that 3 will be our denominator, and 6 will be our numerator. So we can say that 3/6 is equal to 6/3. That's it. That is how we get a reciprocal of this fraction. Now let's have another example. Let's say 6/11. Again, inverting the numerator and the denominator will give us its reciprocal. So we write 6 as denominator, 11 as our numerator. So we have 11/6. Very, very easy. Now, another example. We have 5. Now, take note that whole numbers will always have 1 as its denominator. So if we have 5 here, we can just rewrite it, or it is equal to 5/1. So if we have 5/1, then its reciprocal is, okay, very good. We have 1/5. Again, we just invert the numerator and the denominator. Now, let's have another example. We have here 23. So again, this is a whole number, so therefore it's just the same with 23/1. So the reciprocal of 23 is 1/23. 3. Okay? Another example, we have 1 over 13. So we just invert this fraction. So we can say that 1 over 13 is equal to 13 over 1. Or, we need to simplify our answer, we can just write 13. Okay? Now, let's now discuss about dividing a fraction by a whole number. So, let's have here the example. Divide the following: 2 over 3 divided by 5. So, let's answer this one. Now, let's use these 3 steps or this method. We have first copy, second we have change, and the third one we're going to invert. So again, 3 steps: copy, change, invert. Again, we need to copy, just write. We need to change, and we need to invert. Teacher, what is that? What is copy, change, and invert? Now, we have to copy the first number in this problem. So in this example, we have here 2 over 3. So we just copy this one. Let's not do anything, just copy. So we write 2 over 3. Next step, we are going to change. So we are going to change our operation to multiplication, meaning instead of writing or using division, we are going to use multiplication. So we are going to change division, we change it to multiplication. Okay? Next, we are going to invert, meaning we are going to get the reciprocal of this number. In this example, we have a whole number. We have 5. Again, take note that 5 is just the same with 5 over 1. So if we have 5 over 1, we invert 5 over 1, therefore we get, okay, we have 1 over 5. Okay, so now we have here a new number sentence. We have 2 over 3 times 1 over 5. Take note, if we use multiplication, we can cancel numbers. We can cancel a numerator or a denominator. In this example, I think we cannot cancel anything. So we just go ahead and multiply this number. So we have 2 times 1, we have 2. 3 times 5, we have 15. We cannot simplify this one anymore. So therefore, our final answer is 2 over 15. Okay, so that is very, very easy. Now let's have another example. Let's have 2 and 3 over 7 divided by 5. Okay, so now let's solve this example again. We have 2 and 3 over 7 divided by 5. So take note that this is an mixed number. So we need to change this first to an improper fraction. Again, so we have 7 times 2, we have 14, plus 3, we have 17. Okay, so we have 17 over 7. Okay, let's change this one first, and let's just copy that. So we have 17 over 7 divided by 5. So now we can use our 3 steps. Copy, change, invert. So the first number here, we are going to copy. So we have 17 over 7. Next, we are going to change this one. Change division to multiplication. And invert. We need to get the reciprocal of 5. Take note, 5 is just the same with 5 over 1. Okay, so if we have 5 over 1, the reciprocal to that is we have 1 over 5. Okay, so we are going to multiply it by 1 over 5. Next, we are going to multiply this one. 17 times 1, we have 17. 7 times 5, we have 35. Can we simplify our answer? No, we cannot. So our final answer is we have 17 over 35. As easy as that. Now you know already how to divide a fraction by a whole number. So now let's answer your activity number 12. Again, we have letters A to H. Write your answer on your paper and do not forget to write your solution on your notebook. If you don't have a notebook, you can just get any piece of paper and you can use that paper for your solution. Now let's discuss first letter A so that you have a guide on how to answer the rest of these in your worksheet. Now we have letter A. We have 2 over 5 divided by 20. Now let's solve again letter A, and we have letter A, 2 over 5 divided by 20 is equal to blank. Okay, so let's write our solution. Again, take note the 3 steps in answering division: copy, change, invert. So we are going to have this 2 over 5 divided by 20 is equal to, first, we're going to copy this one. So that's 2 over 5. Next, we are going to change division to multiplication. And next, we are going to invert. So we are going to get the reciprocal of 20. Do not forget, whole number has a denominator of 1. If we invert that, we are going to get 1 over 20. Okay? Now, can we cancel? Yes, we can. So we can actually cancel 2 and 20. Okay? So we can use 2 to divide these two numbers. 20 divided by 2, we have 10. 2 divided by 2, we have 1. Okay? 1 times 1, we have 1. 5 times 10, we have 50. So therefore, our final answer is 1 over 50. Okay? Again, do not forget to write your solution on your notebook, or you can just have it in a piece of paper. Okay, so now let's continue our discussion, and now we are going to have dividing a fraction by another fraction. So I think you are already familiar with the first process, and in this process, in this topic, you are going to use the same method. You're going to copy, you are going to change and invert. Again, do not forget, copy, change, invert. So we have here an example. 3 over 4 divided by 3 over 8. So the first thing we're going to do, copy. So we're going to write 3 over 4. We're just going to copy that one. Next, we are going to change. So our operation of our division, we are going to change it to multiplication. So we're going to write there multiplication. And The last one, we are going to invert. So 3 over 8, we are going to get the reciprocal of this fraction. So the answer is we have 8 over 3. Now, since we already have multiplication here, we can now cancel numbers. So it's very obvious that we can cancel 3 and 3, and we can also cancel 8 and 4. So we can start 3 and 3. Of course, we are going to use 3. 3 divided by 3, we have 1. Another 3 divided by 3, we have 1. Now, for 8 and 4, we can use 4. 4 divided by 4, we have 1. And 8 divided by 4, we have 2. Now, let's multiply these numbers. So we have 1 times 2, we have 2. And 1 times 1, of course, we have 1. So our answer is 2 over 1. Do not forget, we need to simplify our answer. So 2 over 1, we're just going to write there 2. So our final answer will be 2. As easy as that. Okay, now let's have another example here. 3 over 14 divided by 2 and 2 over 7. Now let's show our solution to this problem. Take note, we have here a proper fraction, so there's no problem to that. And we have here a mixed number. When we have a mixed number, change to improper fraction. So let's rewrite first our number sentence. We have let's just copy this one first. 3 over 14 divided by, let's change this to improper fraction. 7 times 2, 14 plus 2, we have 16. So that is 16 over 7. Okay, now let's apply now our 3 steps. Copy, change, invert. So let's copy this. We have 3 over 14. Okay, next we are going to change division and use multiplication. The last step, invert. We are going to get the reciprocal of 16 over 7. That's very easy. Of course, we have 7 over 16. Okay, so now we have here multiplication. Let's check if we can cancel. Yes, we can. We can actually cancel 7 and 14. By these two numbers, we can use 7. 14 divided by 7, we have 2. 7 divided by 7, we have 1. Can we still cancel any number? No, we cannot cancel anymore. So let's multiply now. 3 times 1, we have 3. 2 times 16, we have 32. So our final answer is we have 3 over 32. Okay, so that's a very, very easy problem. Now you already know how to divide fraction by another fraction. Let's answer your activity number 13. The same, it's letters A to H, and we will discuss letter A so that you will have a guide on how to do it. So we have letter A, 5 over 8 divided by 2 over 10. Now let's again show our solution to letter A so that you will have a guide on how to answer. We have letter A, 5 over 8 divided by 2 over 10 is equal to blank. So let's show our solution. The same, we are going to use those three steps. Copy, change, invert. Copy, change, invert. Okay, so let's just write this one first. 5 over 8 divided by 2 over 10 is equal to, copy. So we have 5 over 8. Change. We change it to multiplication. Invert. So we get the reciprocal of 2 over 10. That's very easy. 10 over 2. So you just invert those numerator and denominator. Now, can we cancel? Yes, of course, we can cancel. We can actually cancel 8 by 10, or we can also cancel 2 and 10. I think this one is much easier. So we can use 2 to divide 10 and 2. 2 divided by 2, we have 1. 10 divided by 2, we have 5. Can we cancel again? No, we cannot cancel anymore. So let's just multiply these numbers. 5 times 5, we have 25. 8 times 1, we have 8. Is that our final answer? No. Take note that this is an improper fraction. 25 over 8. So we need to simplify this and write a mixed number. So just divide 25 divided by 8. We have 3 and 1 over 8. So we divide 25, we got 3, and then we have a remainder of 1, and we copy our denominator, which is 8. So our final answer is, of course, we have 3 and 1 over 8. So that's it. Again, today we discussed how to divide a fraction by a whole number, as well as to divide a fraction by another fraction. Again, do not forget to continue answering your worksheet number 12 and number 13. Write your solution on your notebook. If you don't have a notebook yet, you can just write it on a piece of paper. So once again, we're going to continue our discussion tomorrow, and we are going to have mixed operation involving fraction. So once again, I'm Teacher Darnie. Be safe, everyone. Stay at home and keep learning. Have a nice day.